we're back in the pub again. I'm sat here with Brian, and Paul has been out with a small but very dedicated team of volunteers working on the geophysics again. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Paul's got. Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
All right. So, what did we get then?
So we were pretty excited about the results from Hemmingbrough.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Now you were really excited about this enclosure at North Duffield as well. So take a look at our results. There's your enclosure.
Gosh, there's loads going on there, isn't there?
Good heavens.
So there's not just one roundhouse in there's all sorts.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7 in there, I can see.
Yep,
Gosh.
there's tons. There's a little interpretation I've done here.
Oh, my word.
So that's what we see on
Yeah.
geophysics. So we've got
Look at that.
multiple roundhouses. We've got something else rectangular on top, all set within this big double ditch enclosure, which seems to be part of this larger system, which we can see from the crop marks.
This is quite an intimidating image to me.
Yeah.
That feature from there to there is about 100 metres, and that's about 50.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of land,
Yeah.
and we can't be considering opening all that up.
No.
So we've got a big red enclosure there,
Yeah.
and then you've got all the blue roundhouses there, one of which is really big.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
smaller.
That's about 20 metres diameter, which is similar to the other one from North
Okay,
Duffield that was
yeah.
dug before.
Yeah. I know we're an Iron Age project, but someone's got to say it. What's all the green stuff then, Paul?
Yeah, that's all very rectangular, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks a bit like a building or something.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably later activity on the site. Very likely a building.
Yeah.
Now we know that.
Could it be Roman?
Well, it's funny you should say that.
Anglo-Saxon?
Well,
right.
Roger's been doing some metal detecting on the site,
Yeah.
and he's pulled up a few pieces of Roman pottery already,
Cool.
just in the topsoil.
So this could be quite an important Iron Age, in that landscape. It's different from what we saw at Hemmingbrough, isn't it?
Yeah, very different.
From an archaeology point of view, if we just did small trenches like we did at Hemmingbrough, we might struggle to make sense of some of all this because there's quite a lot going on. So do we need to open up a bigger trench, do you think, Paul, and at least see what's going on, even if we can't excavate the things we see? Not all of them, anyway.
Well, I'd love to open up a huge trench, but
Yeah.
what can we actually do? How many people are we likely to have?
Well, I think we can guarantee that we'll have as many as last year, possibly more. I would like to look at possibly this apparent entrance here, because that could be significant.
Well, it's the most likely place to find any sort of data material.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
People chucking rubbish in the ditch as they
Yeah.
move through the
Yeah,
entrance.
but there's also, I think, an element of people putting things, quite significant things, at terminals of ditches, ring ditches,
Yeah.
linear ditches.
So we're saying that really the best thing to do is to try and open at least one area that's a bit bigger, so we can on the more complicated stuff, and then try and do some smaller trenches like we did at Hemmingbrough on some of the other questions that we've got dotted around. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So target some of the more confusing stuff with the large trench.
Yeah.
So it's just a case of picking where we want our trenches. I
Yeah.
think we're spoiled for choice.
Well, rather.
Well, I'd like to make sure that we can get some evidence of dating from these enclosure ditches.
Yeah. So what do you think then, Paul? Why do you think that? I mean, we were talking maybe the big trench at that end. What do you think?
Yeah.
So let's
Probably
put it on
something maybe 10 metres wide and about 20 metres long. So covering all the different phases of activity here and the enclosure ditch, which will answer, well, hopefully answer questions about the ring ditches, the later construction, and the enclosure and how they all tie together.
So that's the core of what we do.
That will then give us an indication of what to target to answer our questions. Yeah, that's good.
And what other things can we try and hit at the same time then?
Well, just as an idea of scale, that's the same size as all our trenches at Hemmingbrough put together.
Right.
So if we've got the same number of people, we can probably accomplish that. But yeah, it would be good to, like you were saying, target the enclosure ditches, something over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe look at some of these other features, like this roundhouse. It'd be good to know if that's
Yeah.
earlier or later. So something around there.
Yeah.
And that will also look at this trackway.
And how about that lower?
We've got this.
Oh yes. we've
Sorry,
got the
this
doorway.
entranceway as well.
Yeah.
There's lots of things we can look at.
whilst we've got the digger on site, we might as well make the best use of it,
Mm.
even if we don't ultimately dig the features that are uncovered. It
Yeah.
gives us the option to
Yeah.
look at it and decide what we're going to do.
Yeah, because we can at least strip and record.
Yes,
So we strip it
Yeah.
off, clean it up,
photograph
record
it.
what's there,
Yeah.
and then dig what we have time to dig.
Mm.
Because everything else can be covered back over and it's still safe for another time.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, we'll have lots of stuff inside this enclosure, which we're not even going to touch.
Yeah,
Not even going near that. Yeah, somebody can look at that
Exactly.
later.
Yep.
Next year.
Yeah, next year.
Next year we're at Weldring.
Well, we'll do it next year.